This is something that I mean, to take, as you alluded to earlier, he took out Paco Mike 2-0. He also took out Eric 99-0. So Full Heart, he hasn't really had too much of a presence, especially since I think we cover more of the Latin America stuff, and Full Heart is a American.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we did even kind of talk about it before, where Full Heart, he doesn't have a Wikipedia page. He isn't, an established player.
He played an NA apprentice and got put in the group of death.
Yes.
So it's a little bit hard to really. What do you get out of that as what do you judge from that is the question.
For sure. Again, I'm trying to look up more about him. He did play in the Sure Shady Open.
Shady?
Sure. Yeah. I never know how to say his name. He did get knocked out by Puck though in the semifinal. So, but again, Puck is
also up there when it comes to American players.
Exactly.
What was the hierarchy? Like Neeb at the top, followed by I want to say McCanning. No, Neeb at the top, followed by Polt, or Polt at the top, followed by Neeb. A little bit contentious.
What? What are you on about?
American players. So it's like either Polt Neeb or Neeb Polt, depending on how you go out of that. And then below that, there's like, I want to say M Canning, and then below that's like Astria, and then Future, Vindicta, GGE Mini.
Okay. So I would definitely say Future, Vindicta, and Australia probably higher than M Canning. In fact, I'm pretty certain they are. And I don't know why you put Polt
right now.
I don't know why you put
right now. M Canning. I put M Canning up there just because M Canning has like experience. But yeah, you're right. Future, Australia, they probably right now are higher than M Canning.
I would also say that Polt is not at his.
Puck is up there. Puck is probably up there.
Yeah, I would also say that Polt is not at his former form currently. He is working his way up there. But still in process.
I'm going more off of like, I don't know, I'm thinking more of like, Polt has shown what he can do. But speaking of whatchamacallit, here we have it. Speaking of hierarchies, in the bottom right-hand corner maps, left-hand corner map, right-hand? Left-hand corner map, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE. That is Los Angeles.
You okay? you okay? You're having a stroke right now?
Los Angeles. Eradication, Los Angeles Eradication. That's like the Fallout lore, I think. It's like what happened to Fallout or something. We have the Red Zerg representing Chivo as well as Guadalajara, Mexico. We have Cham. I like never put any thought into the origin of his name, but I need to now.
And in the top right-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have, a bit of an unknown player, potentially an up-and-coming player, performing very well today in Battle of the Americas. It is the Zerg player, the Zerg American player. It is Full Heart.
His heart is full.
Full of what?
Blood.
It is accurate. But yeah, like I'm interested to see how he performs and how he does against Cham, because again, we haven't seen him at all like on this channel. We know nothing about him.
Like beating Paco Mike is pretty huge, but I suppose Cham will really be the true test of
exactly
if you can defeat the top Latin American Zerg players.
Exactly, for sure, for sure. And we do have both players kind of doing the same opener. You know, both going for third bases, both getting Baneling
Careful not to
Nests.
lose a drone there, Cham. Almost did.
Oh, okay.
So Full Heart wins. Wait, that's a much quicker Baneling Nest from Full Heart compared to Cham. I want to say, let me just quickly check the T-tap. Nope, never mind. Much quicker Baneling Nest from Cham. Whatever I said earlier, 69 that. Much quicker Baneling Nest from Cham rather than Full Heart. But Full Heart does already have his Baneling Nest, but Cham, he's already got Banelings. So we will see how this plays out.
Yeah, I mean,
he is definitely preparing. He senses some kind of aggression coming his way.
I mean, Cham, he is being much more defensive with his opener. He does have his Banelings at home as well as his Lings.
Well, you say that, but Full Heart's getting a spine.
Yes, Full Heart maybe overreacting a little bit.
Both of them just anticipating the other player to come at them.
Well, Cham, he's being safe. Full Heart, he's committing a lot more to this defense with that spine. Which, well, looking at his tech choice is warranted because he does seem to be going for... Huh? They're both actually, yeah.
I like this. I really like this, yeah. It's my favorite building in the entire game. You know what it is? I know what it is.
Still two base, though.
Base Muta.
Just need to be careful dodging that Baneling.
Third is getting saturated, but yeah, that's a pretty good dodge from Full Heart. And we're able to keep most of his Zerglings alive here, but he's going right into the Dragon's Den right now.
Yeah. And he's going to be able to scout it.
But does he see the Spire? He does, I think.
He...
Is there one night before I could click on it?
yeah, he saw it though, and, you know, especially that positioning, like, you have to imagine that is a Spire.
For sure. And if you're Full Heart right now, I imagine you gotta be pretty excited. You'll be like, yes! You're going the same way that I'm going.
I mean, maybe. He will lose his queen a little bit unnecessarily there. Does Full Heart. But yeah, we'll
deal with Cham. Yeah.
We'll see if any of these players. There it is. There's the upgrade.
Head start. Ooh, that it is though. That being said though, Cham is getting quite the head start on Muta production. 12 of them are going to be out and across the map very, very soon. Going to be able to take out a lot of these overlords of Full Heart.
Yeah, and actually this, Full Heart, he's kind of aware of this because typically you don't get armor unless you know you're going to have the lower Muta count. You get attack if you have the higher Muta count. Quite interesting to note here.
Cham, meanwhile, does suspect something though, as he too will be getting armor. Gotta say, if you just look at the supply, it's favored pretty heavily to one player.
I'm actually kind of worried because there is no Spore here at the third for Full Heart, so if Cham wanted to, he could commit.
There is not, and this is the higher Mutalist count of Cham. As a wise man once said back in 2018, the Zerg player with the higher Muta count is generally the one in a better position. But Cham is clumping up his Mutalist quite a bit. Meanwhile, going for this run by though, and I think Full Heart is about to get picked apart.
Yeah, he just doesn't have a ground army to compete with these Lings, and even though he had a spine, it did go down.
He's kind of between the rock and a hard place right now because if he focuses on the Lings, the Mutas are just going to come in, and if he focuses on the Mutas, he can't necessarily win that. But even still, Zerglings are going to be eradicating his mineral lines. That's 32 drones.
Jesus.
Full Heart has to commit to something right now, and
he's going for it. He's committing to the Muta v Muta, but
there's just way too many Mutas from Cham here, I do think.
Yeah, there are. +1 armor is going to finish, but it's too late, and there we have it.
So I was definitely excited for the Muta Wars there. So appreciate both of these players.
Yeah, it kind of comes down to what we said earlier, where you kind of in a muted versus muter, it's pretty risky not to have some static D to ward off the muters, because if there is like a spore there, like it's pretty hard, or it's you don't want to fight into that if you have muters, right?
You have to be a bit more careful with your positioning if you're the higher muter. If you're the player with the higher muter count.
Yeah, and if you're being defensive, it allows you to maneuver your army around and leave like bases alone, because you do have like that static D, right? But yeah, rough game.
It's very rough. It's for sure. I do honestly think that it did kind of come down to the fact that Cham got a head start. I do want to say that. I mean, the factor of, having a spore there to make sure that your opponent has to play a bit more careful, that's definitely a factor, but...
Well, what that allows you to really do is, like, if you have a spore at your third, that means that you can defend against the lings with your muters freely without losing drones at your third.
Accurate.
Yeah, like more about that, because he was getting picked apart, right? Like he had muters, but he couldn't be at two places at once, and that kind of hurt him in the end.
I mean, send one muter back. Zerglings can't shoot up. They can kill the mineral line though pretty quick, so yeah, it's not an easy choice to make if you're in a position that fullheart was.
Yeah.
And speaking of being in that position, here we have it in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner. That is the position that this player will be spawning in on Nightshade, the goffiest and coolest of all the maps. LE. So you all know LE does stand for literary end. That's when we all eventually just communicate through like brain waves and like that sort of stuff. And the bottom right hand corner map, the bottom right hand corner map, we have the blue teal Zerg representing the US of A, greatest country on earth, my hometown, but not really. We have the teal Zerg also going to be representing Team ExxonMobil. We have fullheart.
And in the top left-hand corner of Nightshade LE, we have the player who is currently up 1-0 in this series. It is the Mexican player representing Chivo. It is Cham.
I want to know the origin of Cham's name now. Does it mean something in Spanish, or is it like a? No,
no, not really.
Is it literal? Is it literally just champion?
I doubt it. I don't know.
I doubt it. Yeah,
there's probably something else to it.
It can't be. If it was, somebody would have figured it out by now.
Let's quickly check his Wikipedia page and see if there's any trivia.
But his name actually comes from the Cham people from Southeast Asia, Cambodia, I think. I swear to, I don't remember. I remember learning this at some point, but I don't remember where the Cham are from.
Is this where we find out he's like Haas, where he has his own people?
Yeah. The Cham Republic.
Mm-hmm.
No, the Cham... No, there's something of... No, the... No, the... Wait. So Cham... He's going for that 3 base. Getting that... definitely wants to engage in the Link Veins phase of the game. Fullheart, though, he ain't having it.
He's going 2 base, man.
The roaches.
He's getting that wall off.
I think he kind of... I think it's something that I kind of noticed on Nightshade ZvZ. there are quite a few players who are more than happy to play the Lingbane phase on other maps, and then you put them on Nightshade, they're like, nope, we go in roaches.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I wonder if that's just a coincidence, if I'm trying to find a pattern where there is none, or if there's like, or if that's actually a thing and there's a reason behind it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it could be either one. You know, we do have Cham going for more of an economic opener. Still going for those roaches, but you know, fullheart staying on 2 bases, getting roaches out much faster. And he's looking to, he's looking to hit a lot faster as well. Yeah, yeah, he does spot this with his Overlord as well as his Ling, so he, you know, he is aware of this. Will he have enough at home to defend? I mean, 13 roaches are on the way.
Yeah, that's the defender's advantage, so that's always nice to have.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of safety banes for good measure. You're about to meet. Fullheart is on the other side of the map. Cham, try to posture around, trying to get a good concave, so make sure that his roaches do not get surrounded by those things, but Fullheart is just gonna turn back.
Yeah. This is surprising, to be honest. He's like, he sees Cham and he's like, oh, hell no. He comes back home, he's throwing down his spine as well.
Never mind.
He's
I forgot who I'm up against.
He's very scared, which is, you know, he does spot the third as well. You know, like, he has seen it, so he does know that Cham is on 3 bases, but it's a really hard position now from Fullheart. Like, he's getting a lair, he's getting all his gases. Is he going to get a third as well? If he does, like, he's going to be really far behind.
Yeah, he is very desperate right now to play catch up. He's even sending the links for a run by, but once again, Cham, he's on top of this.
Exactly, yeah.
Knows not to... He knows.
Even getting a second spine here, Fullheart is like, he's very worried about Cham pushing out.
Yeah, no, he's aware. He's aware that Cham has all of the chips or all of the cards in his favor. It's gonna very much depend on how he plays them. But this run by could disrupt quite a bit of Cham's plans. Might even be able to get a queen here, and he will at the very least be able to keep. Just get the queen.
Yeah.
Get the queen.
Yeah.
He will quite be able to scout this. He knows there's a Spire coming out now.
Mm-hmm.
Fullheart is slowly getting back into this game.
Yeah, he's getting what damage he needs to get done with his Lings, but he is still on 2 bases, and it doesn't look like he wants to get a third. He's still staying on this, and
he's building up. He's got his lair. He's getting his Goliath. He's just building up the roach count. He wants to end this.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's going to be able to. Like, he is on a timer. He did see the Spire, so he knows that he has this limited window of opportunity to do stuff before mutas come out. It's going to be about whether or not he can actually hit that, though. Hit that timing.
It's, that's, I guess we'll see that in time. Or no, in time with, well, what? I had something. Just moving faster. I had something. Cham is moving out, though. He wants to, already setting up for a flank. He wants to know exactly where Fullheart's army is, and he wants posture to be able to catch that, in a bit of an ambush.
And the mutas are about to pop out as well. Like,
they are.
He doesn't have too long.
Once again, everything is kind of in Cham's favor. And it's just gonna, the cards are in Cham's favor, and we'll just have to see how he plays them. Fullheart is going straight through. Not all of the roaches are here for Cham. So there is actually a little bit of an opportunity here for Fullheart. But once the roaches do come in, the Mutalisk also putting in a lot of work, and G to the G. Cham taking that series 2-0, and Fullheart, he took out Paco Mike. He had a pretty competent showing there. I think competent is how I would describe it, but Cham, as Darking is telling us right now here, Mr. Pablo Chambianco will be maintaining his title as the top Latin American Zerg or rather showing off why he has the title of the top Latin American Zerg, to go into the grand finals.